don't mean it. You just need some TLC, THC, get Hennessy, yeah that's me. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Let me know, let me know.
Hey girl. Listen, my lace might not be quite right. Y'all know I do not wear straight hair. But I'm going to get my hair done today. I just got this done, but I'm going to go get it, fixed. Hey girl. How you doing? Listen. This is going to be a car mukbang / a car chat / all of the things. Because look. So, today is supposed to be my off day, right? Today is, I'm not going to tell you what today is. I don't know what today is. But I know, the one thing I do know, girl, is today's supposed to be my off day today. Right? So I told Babe, I said, Babe, can you bring me some baby wipes? So he brought me my booty wipes instead. So girl, listen, it is what it is. Y'all, I love these Charmin flushable wipes. I love these. Put down below if you want me to do a hygiene video. If I do a hygiene video, will y'all watch it? Oh, wait a minute. I wiped my eye too hard. Shoot. Y'all, I'm so special. Ooh, let me make sure ain't no music playing. Hey, y'all. So, listen, today I cannot be about all of them shenanigans, like my normal shenanigans that I would normally be about. Because we have a meeting at 3 o'clock and it's 2:36. So I wanted to sit and eat my lunch with you. I got grilled chicken fingers. Listen, if y'all have not gone to Cracker Barrel and got their chicken fingers, girl, they are so good. And then you can get like some sugar-free barbecue sauce or some honey mustard. And guess what? They didn't put it in the bag. These people are so trifling. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. It's okay. I'm at home, so I can go in and get me some barbecue sauce. But anyway, so here's my food in a car. So listen, I figured I didn't want to have to choose between eating and doing a car chat. I want to do both. How was your day today? What are you doing today? Let me know down below. Like, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now at this very moment? Go wash my hands. Yes, I did. Okay. What are you doing at this very moment, girl? So today has been a really, really busy day. Back to back. I've been meetings, and then people are like calling me and messaging me and being like, hey, I need to talk to you about this. And it's just like, I mean, the stuff that people, they think is important, it's like, girl, that could have waited. So I'm learning how to, first of all, delegate. Second of all, prioritize things that are super important and let people know when things are not super important. I'm learning that. I'm learning, girl, because I struggle with that. So apparently you guys really like it when I tell stories about difficulties in my life. Like, I told you guys that story, that dating story, and I don't know, I can't say if you guys can relate or if you guys understand, but that story happened when I was not super confident about myself. I mean, I still was Joy. I mean, come on. I still was myself, but I had not come into the realization that, ouch. I had not come into the realization that I was not going to be putting up with some crazy stuff yet. You know, I was kind of like, I knew that I was tired of the way I was feeling, the way that I was being treated, but I didn't know that I deserved to be treated better. I thought that I somehow deserved the treatment that I was getting, and that it was the punishment that I was paying for being morbidly obese or for being overweight. Now, mind you, y'all know since day one, and I'm going to keep saying it just in case there's any discrepancies. I love myself and I love my body, but I don't love being morbidly obese. I want to lose weight. I want to eat better. I want to learn how to eat in a way that fuels my body and makes me feel good. And I want to feel good physically, emotionally, mentally. And I want to be so, like, I want to be vibrating at such a high level of, like, positivity and godliness and awareness and happiness that I just keep, you know, every time I set my intention and every time I am mindful of what I'm doing, I just hit a home run. Like, and I'm doing this because it's like an arrow, you know. I'm a December baby, so y'all know what that means. I just want to point my arrow. I want to line it up. I want to hit my target every time, and I just want to be operating in a way that I do that in every area of my life. Like, for example, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was telling them, like, the two biggest things that are my Goliaths, that I believe are my biggest Goliaths. I could be wrong, but just based on what I've been through, two of my Goliaths are, number one, morbid obesity, like a pathology of health issues and weight problems. That's a pathology. It's not a pathology that started with me, but it's a pathology that I would like to end with my mother. You know, I don't want to continue that, and I don't want that to be the legacy, my legacy to be that no matter what I did, no matter that I graduated from college summa cum laude, no matter how many degrees I have, no matter that I'm financially free, no matter how much money I make, no matter what accomplishments I have, I feel like the only thing that people consistently tie with me is my morbidly obesity or my size. And I just don't want that to be my legacy or the legacy of my children. I really want to have a legacy of being known for encouraging, inspiring, uplifting other women. I want to win in life. I want to win for my mother and all of the things that she did for me and all the sacrifices that she made. And I want to win for all of those who come after me. And I really, really want one of those things that I slay. It's everything to me to win over, the hold over obesity. It's not like I have a war. See, a lot of people don't understand, and I'm not going to even get into that on this car chat because that's not what this is about. But a lot of people are so dumb, they don't know how to separate the war on oppression. Obesity can be oppression. They don't know how to separate the war on oppression being obesity and the war on the oppressed. Your problem shouldn't be with me, right? It should be with the systematic oppression that has been a symptom is obesity. That's not the problem, that's the symptom. The problem is the system. Okay? The symptom is the obesity, right? My obesity stems from poverty. Okay? But I'm not even going to get into all of that because people don't get it. And I'm not. That's another thing for 2020. Just like I'm going to try to stop cussing in 2020. What I said, 2022, 2023. I'm going to stop apologizing and explaining myself for shit. Moving on. Outside of no longer wanting to be morbidly obese, wanting to be healthy and what that looks like for me, healthy mentally, physically, and emotionally, I feel like my obesity is connected with trauma. So no, I don't want to clear the obesity because I hate the oppressed and I hate obese people and I hate obesity and I hate fat people. No, I want to win and be victorious and slay my Goliath. I have 2 Goliaths in my life. I have more, but to me, the rest of them are just mini giants. You know what I'm saying? They're like little trolls, like little trolls or little gremlins. The other things are slaying gremlins. The next time I'm gonna talk to y'all about how to slay your gremlins. Today is slaying Goliath. So my Goliaths are poverty and obesity. Obesity in that I don't believe that I'm obese. I don't believe that it's my destiny to be obese. I believe that my obesity is a symptom of my trauma. And when I heal my trauma, my obesity will be healed also. And I'm speaking that and I'm manifesting that. So listen, y'all bitches, don't be mad at me and be like, oh, see, she used fat people and now she's this and now she's that and now she don't want to be fat no more. That's not the case. I never wanted to be fat. I don't want to be fat. But I know that me being fat is not a characteristic of who I am. And me being fat doesn't equal me being worthless. That's my position and my argument, just in case I'm not clear. Anyway, I digress. So, slaying my Goliath of obesity, my goal is I want to slay that this upcoming year. 2022, I want to slay obesity and what that looks like and deal with my trauma and my oppression and face it head on and deal with it. And, I know that there's going to be consequences of using food to cope and not properly dealing with my body. But that's just like with anything else. Like, if you are a single mom and you had a child at 13, no one hates you and makes you pay for having a child at 14 for your entire fucking life. If you had a child early, you get freedom from that. Who is it for somebody else to judge you because you became a mom early? Fuck them. That's not let me tell you something. If someone is judging you because you had a child out of wedlock or you had a baby early on, or if somebody's judging you because maybe you didn't marry your child's father, like, whose business is it of theirs? Y'all are gonna learn soon enough to be free. Y'all better be free of these people and their stupid ass opinions. Who cares what other people think about you? If you had a baby early on, you had a baby early on, but what about the rest of your accomplishments? What about what you did? What if you became an amazing mom? What if you became a doctor or a lawyer or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Just because you had a chapter in your life where you did one thing, that doesn't mean that for the rest of your life you're going to have to, to be ostracized because of a decision that you made. Anyway, I digress. My next Goliath, other than obesity, like I said, is poverty. And I feel like there's a connection between the two for me. That's my story for me. But have you guys ever noticed how, like, in one area of your life, you could be winning, but then in another area of your life, it could just be complete shambles? And it's like, how do you transcend? How do you make that success be consistent throughout other areas of your life. For me, there's some areas of my life that I'm clearly not satisfied with. And it's not the areas you think. And there's some areas of my life that I want to be healed in. And sometimes we tend to resent ourselves because of we believe we lack the ability to transcend or transition that success into another area of our life. For example, how many of us know people who, let's say, we may have friends that are like business owners, or in addition to being a business owner, we may have friends that are business owners, and they may have built, like, they're entrepreneurs and they have this great life and they're great mothers, but their marriage is a mess. That chicken is so good. Or we may know people who are amazing mothers, right? But they just don't do well with money management. Or, you know, there may be people that may be like, they have amazing marriages, but they cannot, for the life of them, keep their house clean. I know those things may be a little bit insignificant, but I'm just saying, like, I think the biggest thing and the biggest lesson in all of it, independent of which part of your life is successful and which part is not, we've talked about it earlier in the year, and that's grace, right? Grace. Like, yes, we give grace to other people. I'm talking about some of us, right? Because I know for me, girl, no, not my edges on my wig. Y'all gotta get used to this straight hair. Oh, Lord have mercy. I know for some of us, we give a lot of grace to other people. And we make excuses for other people. And we talk to other people so nicely. But then when it comes to ourselves, how do we treat ourselves? For example, let me ask you a question. How would you, let's say you made a mistake, right? How do you talk to yourself when you make a mistake? How do you talk to yourself about the area of your life that you may not be successful in? For example, okay, so let's say that there's an area of your life, let's say it's weight loss. I hate talking about weight loss and being fat and all that, y'all, but I mean, it is what it is. It's an area of our life that we deal with. So we have to talk about it. So, like, let's say, for example, when it comes to weight loss, let's say every single time that you fail at your diet, or you gain a pound, or you don't lose weight, you're demeaning and you're self-deprecating, and you cuss yourself out, and you say mean and hurtful things, and you call yourself dumb and stupid and fat and bitches and all this crazy, unnecessary stuff, right? And then you wonder, well, damn, bitch, why am I not successful in this area? Well, you might not be successful in that area because you keep calling yourself dumb, stupid bitches and shit. Maybe if you were nice to yourself and rewarded yourself, maybe you would be more successful. For example, let's say that the love of your life, right? The love of your life talk to you the way you talk to yourself. What are you going to do for them? I'll wait. That'll give me some time to eat these damn raggedy ass canned green beans. I'll wait. I hate when people talk and eat, but girl, what can I do? Cracker Barrel got some good grilled chicken. Would you be productive? Let me ask you this. If it wasn't the love of your life, what if it was somebody like your manager or your supervisor or your boss? What if every time you was late to work, your supervisor was like, you dumb, stupid bitch, you late, bitch, you this, and you ugly bitch, you fat bitch. I'm so sick of you and your shit, and you'll never ever be on time, and you always late, and you'll never get your work done, and you'll never do the right thing. How would you respond, right? So I just want you to look at it objectively and not just think about it in one way. How would you respond? Now, let me ask you this. What if every single time you was late, right, your manager was like, hey, girl, everything okay? I'm not used to you being late. You need anything? Everything all right with the kids? Like, what's going on? What if every time you came to work late, your manager celebrated you and said, you know what, girl, I know you've been through a lot of shit, but I'm so proud. Thank you so much for making it to work. Thank you for not calling out, because, girl, we need you today. How much more would you show up for work? Now, I know some of y'all wouldn't do no better because y'all just trifling. I ain't talking about y'all. Keep it moving. I ain't talking about y'all. But for some of us, how much better would we show up for work if when we did get there, there was an encouraging word? Or if when you did get there, there was an email that said, hey, glad to see you. I'm so happy you made it. Or if when you did get there, maybe there was a cupcake or some shit, you know? Not that you need a cupcake, but that's not the point. We just gonna keep it moving. What if you talked to yourself, right? And we're kind to yourself no matter what the situation, right? Why does it always have to be tough love? It don't always have to be tough love. You can be nice to yourself. You can be like, now, girl, you know you didn't need to eat that damn cupcake. Now, I hope tomorrow you do better, because I know you can do better. What if the next time you get on the scale and you see that your ass is still fat? What if you said to yourself, now, girl, now you know you just started working out. You ain't finna lose no weight in 2 days. Your ass got to keep going for a little bit longer. What if you said something encouraging? Maybe, could it be, now I'm just putting this out there. Could it be that the reason that you excel in one area of your life is because you give yourself more grace in that area? You're kinder to yourself in that area? You celebrate yourself more in that area? So this is what I would challenge you to do, because I'm going to do the same thing today. Girl, we got 2 minutes to my meeting. And I ain't ate this food, and my food done got cold. I don't know how y'all do this. I gotta warm my food up. I can't eat no cold food. I just gotta eat enough to take my medicine. So I challenge you this week to do me a favor. You need to be journaling. Do you have a journal? Are you journaling? I need you to journal. You need to be writing this stuff down, because if you depend on yourself to remember it, I ain't trying to be funny, I'm just saying. So you need to write down an area of your life that you're happy with. And this may take some work, because you may really have to think outside the box. Because me being the pessimistic person that I am sometimes, I might be like, well, I'm not happy with shit. I ain't happy with nothing. Ooh, my bougainvillea got flowers on it, or bracts on it. I see some pink over there. I'm sorry, y'all. Squirrel. Anyway, write down an area of your life that you feel like you're succeeding in, right? Write down some of the things that you do to celebrate yourself when you win in that area. And also write down some of the things that you do to hold yourself accountable when you're not winning in that area, right? So if you have an area of your life where overall you're successful, overall you exceed expectations, but there may be some area where you may have not won, you're not winning in it. Or like, for example, let's say that you're trying to get your credit and your financial freedom going, right? But let's just say that maybe you said you weren't going to take out any more credit cards, and you're going to cut up all of your credit cards. But maybe you didn't pay off one of your credit cards in full for the month. If this is an area that you're winning when it comes to meeting your financial goals, how did you respond to that? I think that if you write that down, right? Because success leaves clues, right? This is my theory. Success leaves clues. So if I'm successful in one area of my life, like for me, I've always been very successful with education and career, right? But obviously, I have not been able to transcend that same success over to what I want the most, and that is to be free of my obesity, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare, right? Even though they're two completely different beasts, I get that. But I want to compare, and I want to see, because there's success does leave clues. And there's got to be something that I'm doing right in one area that I'm not doing right in the other. So I want to compare and contrast. And I want you to do the same thing. And then we'll talk about it down below in the comments. So let me know for you. Well, you don't have to tell me what area it is, but just tell me maybe something that you feel like you're doing a lot of in one area that you want to also start doing in another area, right? And then let's work on it, because listen, we got November and December. We got about, what, 6 weeks left into the year. And I feel like I don't want to wait till January to start accomplishing goals and shit. And I don't want to wait until January to start setting new goals. I want to get habitual and intentional about my goal setting and my accomplishments. And I think that the more habitual we become about manifesting the positive things in our life and achieving goals and setting goals, and the more intentional we are about it, the more consistent we can be. So listen, y'all, I gotta go. It's 3:02. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be calling this person or if this person's supposed to be calling me. I love you guys to the moon and back. Listen, I'm sorry. Listen, there might have been crumbs in my neck. There might be, my lace might be, my teeth might be showing bad more than usual. But thank you for taking me as I am and accepting me as I am. I love you guys to the moon and back. Beauty is a state of mind, not body. My mind is second gorgeous. What are you thinking? I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Bye, girl. You got this. If nobody has told you today, you are amazing, and you got this. Bye, boo. I wanna ride.